Can you hear it? Can you hear nature being alive this morning? I can barely hear myself being alive this morning. I'm still beat from the weekend. Well, that's not exactly true. I'm beat from all the socializing I've done after the awesome weekend. Especially the 3 long streams that I did Monday and the private stream that I did with a few people Monday evening really late. I'm exhausted. My voice is beat, but my spirit is powerful, vibrant. So I wanted to get out and make a morning walk video today, even though my voice is not the best. And thankfully, God was willing, because look at this beautiful overcast morning. It is just the best. I let the opening linger a few extra seconds because you could just hear how alive nature is. All the birds and dogs and everything going on. You could even hear a few frogs in the background over there. I just feel really good. Thank you to everyone who helped me organize, who financially supported, who talked about, who shared the links, and helped me make my meetup happen, my White Positive Spring meetup thing. Thank you so much, because it was a wonderful time of togetherness, wonderful time of inspiring stories being traded with people who actually care and want to build and do stuff together. Every single one of the 25 or 26 people that were there, motivated, caring, wants to build a business or build a new family or build parallel or start doing subsistence living or buying up farmland or has a new business idea they want to put into practice. Everybody there was awesome. Everybody there was a winner, a champion, somebody who wants to make a difference in the world and build something better than what we have now. And I think that is where the focus of everybody in all of the different white positive or pro-white communities or whatever, I think all of us need to put aside what differences we have and build together. Real stuff, like what Jacob and the guys are putting together with Tributaria, which is like some people I see doing on Gab. They just have collected lists of people that are professionals, that have skills, that have machining tools, that have lathes and stuff to build things, and they make a big list of that, and then people in that networked community can share those things together. We need to do that too. I think that we need to have people making things like Tributaria and all of the other like findmyfriends.net and all this. And eventually these things are going to be networked together, or at least someone's going to make a shell for all of these things. And that's how we're going to start really moving away from the anti-white narrative. Is going to be with not just parallel building, but proactive thinking of how we can use the technologies and the avenues available to us to thrive alongside the anti-white machine. So I think that's it was great, because half the guys there, man, they were young. They were like 22, 24, 25, full of piss and vinegar about building stuff and getting off their ass and doing a new business venture, buying property. And it was just really great to be inspired by these young men who weren't being led by the nose about sex and porn and drugs and all the stuff that society wants to distract them with. It's really nice getting to meet people like this, and also coming together under the banner of loving white people in a way that isn't playing a villain in the anti-white narrative. Nobody there talked about Third Reich stuff or swastikas or hating the Jays or anything like that. None of that garbage even was a thought at the event. Never came up. Nobody seemed like they wanted to talk about casting aspersions at any other group or anything. It was all about loving our people, talking about what we can build, what kind of families we're going to make, what kind of communities we're going to build. And it was 100% positive. It's wonderful. That's where the focus should be, on all of our pro-white talking and organizing and all that stuff. So it was very uplifting to see that I could put something like that together, and the response was overwhelmingly positive and great. So this morning walk video is just a short celebration of that. I had a wonderful talk with Evelyn about what it's like coming from the ashes in regards to sex, gender, hormonal development, that kind of thing on Monday. I'll put a link in the description to that. It was a wonderful conversation. You might learn a lot about what it's like having these kind of issues and having to deal with them and grow up with them. I also go into detail a little bit about how I was attacked and my life was destroyed out west. God, it's a long time ago now, 7 years ago. But anyway, I also had a wonderful conversation after the community stream on Monday night over on Jason's channel. So I'll put the link to that stream as well. That was late Monday night on his late roll in go free, since he had to miss Sunday because he was traveling. I'll put the link to that below as well. I'm talking to about a dozen other content creators to get stream spots or video spots with them. I'm Dave the Distributist. I want to do something with him. I've been talking in email with him. I'm going to be in Lambda is having, sort of like Millennial, Lambda is having an Easter event. And I'll be speaking about what is truer, myth or science. It'll be an interesting conversation. I have some personal insight I'd like to drop on that. So I have a lot of things coming up in the next week or two. So I'm not going to be doing a corner club segment this week, because not only do I need to rest up my voice for all the streaming and stuff I have to do next week, but I've kind of neglected my mother and my husband the last 5 days. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week, I'm going to take it easy and do fun stuff with them. There's this dark metal fantasy one-off little role-playing book called Morkbork, or Morgbork, something like that, that mine and my husband's best friend Josh got. And my husband's been studying that all week, and he's going to run a one-off game of that for us. It's sort of, it's serious, it's not a joke, but it reminds me of like 80s and 90s Steve Jackson games or early Dungeons and Dragons, where you make characters that you know are going to die. And it's about playing through a fantasy Viking Armageddon, or Ragnarok, I should say. And so we're gonna try that out tomorrow. It should be fun, and it sounds like a rip-roaring good time. The artwork in the book is really cool. It's a little book. It's only like a $20 book, and it's just really cute. So we're gonna play that. We're gonna play as some I don't really know how to explain it. It's like sort of like if all the Viking myths that you hear about and see in movies and comic books are real, and you're playing a bunch of heroes at the very end of time, fighting all of the horrible things that come from Ragnarok in Viking mythology. And it's sort of through the lens of like heavy metal artwork. And so I of course love that stuff. It reminds me of something I'd see on Fornell's channel on Dragon Synth Adventures on Monday night. Speaking of, I'm sorry I wasn't there Monday night, guys. I was streaming on my channel, doing my community stream, and then I immediately had to move over to Jason's channel to talk about the event. So anyway, that's going to be fun for me. This weekend, I'm also going to be looking through some books that I haven't looked at for a while. I'm trying to be inspired to make a new video series that's not streaming and having conversations with people. I do have a bit of talent for that. I'm okay at putting those kind of videos together, and I do miss earlier YouTube content, like, 2010 to 2014. I do miss that kind of content, and I might make some, but at the same time, I sort of feel like that might be taking a step backwards, because I really want to put all of my time and energy I have into building Parallel and creating community. So maybe I'll make a video on that, but I kind of feel like documenting what I do is a better version of that than trying to type out a script and make a video on what I am planning to do. Like it's a sort of a needless cart before the horse type thing. So I don't know, like I've got some good ideas for stream series. I got good ideas for pre-recorded, scripted material. I just don't know what I'm going to do though. The only thing I'm really led to do is white positive activism, building community, and networking people together that want similar things. So that's kind of what I spend all my time doing. And I know that many of you have been following me for years. You really like the old content that I made. I liked doing it too, but it took me into a direction and made me discover things that I just feel motivated to build and to talk about building more than I feel motivated to do about anything else. So I still do want to put together my stream series called Rising from the Ashes, and interviewing people that, like myself, that have come away from drugs and degeneracy and sexual perversion and porn and all this other stuff, and have a perspective to share about how people can avoid that stuff, and what about all of that negative anti-white cancer led us to some kind of consciousness and awareness. So I would like to put that together. I still have 2 people on the line for that, but I just got to find time. Anyway, we're back to where I started this morning. So we're going to go ahead and have a wonderful look over here. It's God's country, everybody. And I'm very, very thankful that Jason Kuna himself and a bunch of other wonderful white positive people came to visit God's country with me last Saturday. And we'll definitely do it again next year. And of course, we're going to have the Patriot camping trip this fall. So I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful weekend. I will be back Monday. And hopefully my voice will be strong, because I sure have a lot that I have to do next week. So you can all look forward to that. God bless everybody.